into the Carnivor Corner, where we act a bit more like established gentlemen, but an established gentleman who's proud to drink his wine with a juicy burger or a bone-in ribeye fresh off the barbecue.
Oh, I like the parlor music. I need a smoking jacket and it's a glass of wine, big glass of wine.
Enjoy your carnivore in front of your friend?
Yeah.
This is actually, that's a great segue.
Well, how serious are we going to get here?
We're going to get I want to ask what you would wear. Wait, no, that's great. You said you wanted a smoking jacket. You're going out on a nice date, and I know you're a t-shirt guy. I know sometimes I see you in a vest and stuff. But will you switch your attire depending on what you're doing for an evening?
Absolutely. If you go to like a charity event, you wear a suit, or if it's like business casual, you might wear a tie or whatever, or nice sweater and button-up combo. But if you're just going to get Slurpees at 7-Eleven, then you just kick it with a pair of Chucks, some shorts, and a t-shirt. So yeah, I will switch it up depending on what the evening holds.
So how many times will Cabbie Richards wear, say, a tuxedo in a year?
0 times.
Okay.
0 times, tuxedos. I'll wear a suit maybe 6 times a year. Maybe, yeah. Or maybe it doesn't. I usually hit like maybe a charity event. Probably go to 3 a month. So yeah, I'd say 6 times. Sometime, maybe in some years it doesn't. Once a month I'll wear a suit. I got to wear a suit tonight. I got to go to a charity event after this.
Where are you going?
The Steam Whistle. There's Arash Madani is hosting something for a gentleman named Simon Abel, and he's got this rare a rare disease. I think Steve Nash is going to be there, and who else? A couple other people. Hey, I got to wear a suit.
And speak to us a bit, because altruism and giving back is seriously, and I we are in the Carnivor Corner, but also I'm being very serious here. It is such an important aspect of one's life. Is that something that sort of you've realized the older you get? Have you always wanted to give back and help people?
Yeah, look, I've been blessed a lot, so I have to put back into the universe what I've taken from it. So giving my time, which is what I normally give, is my way of giving back. I try to do as often as I can without really, being like stressed out or overburdened or whatever. Because sometimes, people ask a lot of your time, Todd. I'm sure that it happens often. You get emails like, hey, can you come to this event? And you want to go to all of it to give your time or whatever. But, sometimes you don't have the time to do it all. But to your point, yeah, it's important for me to put back into the universe what it has given me.
Is there a charity that truly is one that is like, this is the one that's not that none of them aren't close to your heart, but one that you really like, it's affected you a little bit, so you're there to support it?
I guess I was never the benefactor of one growing up, but my mom used to take me to, I was just running down by the Harborfront the other day with a friend. She used to take me to the Harborfront Center to watch plays when I was like 8, 9, and I never wanted to go, but then it later informed me as I started to, form my own personality and my identity as someone that wants to entertain. So I think the Harborfront was like, whether it was the arts programs were funded by the city, so that in a way helped me develop. So anything with the arts and with kids, I support.
What a beautiful thing, because obviously your sports, you love your sports, but the creativity does come from somewhere. Your identity is shaped throughout your childhood, and so that in watching creative performances, sort of maybe did you try and emulate stuff like that maybe when you went home, or did you sing a show tune or something?
No, but I just not quite, but I stole a lot from Will Smith. I just stole everything from Will Smith and Martin Lawrence and Jim Carrey. Just thievery. And if I ever meet Will Smith, I met him once, but if I meet again, or any of those 2 other gentlemen, I'll tell them, like, I stole a lot from you, so thank you. And I will give you nothing for it. All your intellectual property, you'll get $0 from me.
I don't think he needs any of
that.
Yeah. Okay. Cabbie Richards. It's appropriate, I feel, to call you Cabral. It's neat to have a name like that that's so easily.
Yeah, right. It
cool.
doesn't roll off the tongue easy, Cabral.
I love the name. I actually love. We almost named our boy Cabral.
You liar.
Yeah, that's a lie.
Dave, we're supposed to be in the serious Carnivor Corner. You can't be dropping lies in here. We're under the trust tree.
We are in a big tree of trust here. We talked about it earlier, but we didn't actually get into it. Was a book you're reading or something?
Man,
are you into literature?
Yes, but I was just telling somebody, Ryan Payne in the elevator. I haven't read a book in a while. I read magazines. Like my brain consumes information in little packets. So sometimes I'll read essays in like The Atlantic, but that's like, every once in a while. But generally I'll read, my go-to magazines are Wire, GQ, Esquire, and Fast Company. And then I'll just read a bunch of stuff that's on Twitter or whatever. So I only read 1,000-word, 1,500-word, 2,000-word essays, sometimes 2,000 words. But I haven't read a book. I was reading Mike Tyson's book, and I stopped at like page 80. I'm like, I'll get back to this. Beside my bed, but I haven't picked it up in a while.
It's tough. I mean, especially for fast-paced. Do we only have a minute, Brody? Is that what you're giving me?
Dude, I've been here all day boring you guys.
I know. No, we love this stuff, man. Dude, you're a huge personality. A couple last questions then. And this is an important one. You're a busy guy, like you said, and your time is very valuable to you. But how do you actually just compartmentalize and relax? How do you escape from being a guy that's a very recognizable figure?
Well, I'm not that right. I guess how do I unplug? I do it at night. And I like go for like Sundays. I have like I don't know. I kind of like being plugged in, man.
Okay.
I'll try to exercise, which I don't do enough, but exercise usually clears my mind, where I'll go for like a run or I'll do some kind of class that usually wipes my brain. And then I can just refocus on whatever I was doing before that.
And our last question here in the Carnivor Corner, and thank you for your time, for all of your time today. I know how valuable it is to you.
No, this is fine.
And it's time you can't have back. But, you as great as you are, you must at some point envision sort of yourself 20, 30, 40 years from now in retirement. How does that look like? No, you're going?
I know. I don't want to stop working. I love working. Listen, we live in Toronto, where this is a city where people live to work. We don't work to live. So I'm right in that culture, and I love the hustle.
Wow.
And I just want to stay in this lane as long as I can.
Hey, what's up? I'm Roddy. Subscribe to our channel. You're going to love it. For the rest of this episode, you got to check out our podcast online on the website. Go check it out. You won't be disappointed.